team sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back.
Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the Queen City of Cincinnati and Paul Brown Stadium right on the banks of the Ohio River. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. That's fielded in the end zone.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Ready! White 25! He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Let's go!
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's upended after a gain of 2. To the 27.
That's the way you fly.
There on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Mike's 50.
Operating from the gun, Eason. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I know I'm not giving enough credit to the defenders because that pass was incomplete. But come on, it was A.J. Green. I always expect him to come up with the ball.
Yeah, on those deep routes especially, even on incompletions, it's fun to watch him run those routes.
It certainly is, but he eats up ground and he usually goes up and gets it.
Watch out for Hill on the return. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A first carry for Josh Adams, the Notre Dame product. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
To throw on 2nd down, Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Ready to break. Hey, Delta.
57 to Mike. No chance. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Check Mike 57. Mike 57.
On 3rd down, Herbert. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Ready.
Yeah, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here.
Down.
Throwing on first down. Herbert. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First down.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Back to throw. Herbert. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Darren Lee coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Herbert. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Here we go. Set. 8. Read.
From the gun on 3rd down. Herbert nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to the safety, Jesse Bates. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
And one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Herbert. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Back to throw. Herbert. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run on 1st down. It's Adams. Darquez Denard there to make the tackle.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Ready, ready. 70, Indy.
Off play action. Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. From the gun, Herbert. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13. This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in just this 1st quarter. It's 1st and 10. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield.
That's caught at the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there for the Bengals. 59 yards, 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Got it.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Here's Bernard. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On the ready. Hey, Haywood.
Mike, 55.
Shoot.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Eason. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
No, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Down.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Get it.
Operating from the gun. Eason. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Gets it to his running back, Bernard. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
They're running it.
Here's is Olesen, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing them.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, 1st down. The drive starts with a handoff to Adams. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
3 down, 3 down.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
2nd and 5. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40, and finally brought down at the 31-yard line. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
1st down, Steelers.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Looking to throw. Herbert. Complete to Washington. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. 23 yards, the final tally.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Connor. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man. In there to get him. It's a loss of 5. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 10.
Go, 60 Pittsburgh. I'm coming for you. Hey, wahoo! Hit it.
To throw on 3rd down. Eason. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And a powerful stiff arm. It frees him. A big play there for Cincinnati. 46 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now Joe Mixon. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding 3rd and short, guarding the first down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
His kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Let's go, baby.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Don't get nervous.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Buying time to his left. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
It's 2nd down and 10.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Smith. They go.
Throwing again. Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's how we do it, baby.
A 10-yard loss on the play. And it's 3rd.
So we have reached reach halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Here we go. Greystone, travel.
Off the play fake. Herbert under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Well, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd.
Oh, yeah, and here we go again. Here we go again.
Go.
54. Mike, 54. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Right there. 54. Right there.
Hey.
54, Mike. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Back to throw. Herbert. Over the middle. Hauled in by Smith-Schuster. 20. 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster, 79 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready to break.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Mixon with a first down carry. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
To throw on second down, Eason. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
That was an okay hookup there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
Looking to throw. Eason. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. And that'll set them back 5. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10.
Here we go. 70, Indy.
Check 3, check.
Ready?
They'll begin here with Adams. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Alert 3, alert 3.
A give running right is counter. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Hey, Alpha.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And this is taken in at the 5. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the gun, Eason. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Hey, high 7.
To throw again, Eason. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Eason airing into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
On 1st down, it's Adams. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here we go, set, 18 Gator.
You got nothing. Slam, slam, slam.
Yep.
Switch, switch, switch. Where's 52?
Again, here's Adams. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
They go play action here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Watch Mike. Bring it. Bring it.
He's General West. We got big grip.
On 2nd down, Samuels. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Let's go now. 8, read. You ain't got nothing. Hey, Delta.
52's the Mike. Bring it over there, right? 52's the Mike. Here we go.
Go.
All day. Defense. All day. All day. Check 50.
Now.
On 3rd down, Herbert. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Juju Smith-Schuster, 68 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Check Mike 50. I got one.
Ready.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
I'm here all day.
Throwing again. Eason. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
He's got his man, Boyd. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the 1st down in the process. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Eason. He completes it to Boyd. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Back to throw. Eason brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Eason. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off. He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Back to you. Check 55 to Mike.
To throw on 3rd down. Eason. And Eifert has it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 17 at a Cincinnati 1st down.
60 Pittsburgh. We ain't giving him nothing.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 17-yard line.
Mike.
2nd and 11. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. C.J. Uzomah. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern in the middle of the end zone.
And ordinarily, that's a tough spot to find because there's usually coverage to take away that portion of the field. But they found a gap, and they exploited it.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. I've been in...
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro, and he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. Johnson was the intended receiver. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. They'll give it to Mixon. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Mixon trying to punch it in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal.
Hey.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch. Here we go. 50. Mike 50.
They gonna need some therapy. Go.
Back to throw. Eason. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th.
Hey, Charlie.
Goose. Mike's 50. I got one.
Hey, Mike 50.
Got you.
Side.
On 4th down, Eason. And this is going to be intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Ready.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again. Herbert. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. the defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Johnson's got it complete. There he goes, right side. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. 2nd and 15. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. On 1st down, Eason. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Hey, Orbit.
On 3rd down, Eason. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Akello Witherspoon, really good coverage from the Colorado man, getting a hand in on it. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Check the outs, check the outs, check the outs. 55.
On 4th down, Eason. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
You ready?
Mike 50. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you.
Hey, time.
Throwing on 1st down. Eason, now a desperation throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Sean Davis with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Come on,
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. We you know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Cincinnati.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressed in all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 others, that's 20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pull out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check.